Baseball is on Mad Dog 2001 channel. I'm Dan Stevens alongside Johnny Peralta. And Johnny, what do we have in store tonight? Well, we got ourselves a matchup between two teams that have a lot of storied history, recent storied history, dating back to the 2011 World Series. Well, Martin Perez says we're going to skip introductions, and he's ready to pitch right away. As you take a look at his line, he's 6-1 with a 3.7 ERA. And what do you got about Perez? Well, the guy, he's a baller, he's a straight baller, he can throw. Okay, Johnny, that was pretty bad. Here's Danny Santana as he'll step in.
Leading off the afternoon for St.
We also
Louis.
like to announce that we will have a special guest. David Ross will be in studio in the third inning, considering he is everywhere else. So David Ross is going to take the time to talk to us. I cannot wait. Let's take a look at the Cardinals lineup, brought to you by New Era Cap. Santana, Freese, Trout, Knapp, Arenado, Carlos Gonzalez, Van Buren, Alex Dahman, and Alexi Ramirez. All of them with pretty high averages. Well, it's the best offense in the National League, and the best offense in all of baseball for the fourth consecutive season now. Here is David Freese supporting a nice 337 or 377 batting average. And each game he plays, he gets more at-bats and a chance to compete for that batting title. Well, I mean, David, he's a competitor. I never really got to play with him. Actually, no, I've never played with him. He was, when I came to the team, he was already shipped out by the end of 2012. Here's the 1-1. And swing and a miss by Freese. And the count's 1-2. As you take a look there, that was a pitch that was inside. Here's the 1-2 to David. That's going to be a pitch in the dirt. Gets away a little bit, and the count's even at 2. Well, the one thing you saw was Danny Santana. He jumped all over that first pitch. And Freese's job is to work the count a little bit. 2 gone as Freese swings and misses at that pitch.
Batting third, center fielder number 27, Mike Trout.
Here's Mike Trout hitting .330 and 21 driven in. Trout off to another fine year. You could say maybe a little bit of a down year. Here's the pitch. And Trout bounces that one foul, and it's 0-1. Mike Trout actually has a pitch coming his way. Ground ball up the middle, or ground ball down the line. That's going to be a base hit. Trout's going to try to take 2 on it. The speed of Trout, and he is in there. Really close play there. Good strong throw there by Jennings. I think that's Jennings out there. So the Cardinals got a 2-out double, and this combination of Trout and Knapp, let's see if these guys can get it going. Ooh, I don't know. They may want to challenge that one. Here's Knapp. He leads the National League in home runs and now RBIs after that big day he had yesterday. For Trout, that was his 28th double on the year. Here's the pitch to Justin Knapp. And Knapp puts it on the ground foul, and we'll do it again. Well, I'm really, really excited to talk to our special guest in the third inning when David Ross gets to step in the studio. I just could not wait. Yeah, that's great. Here's the pitch, and that one's in the dirt. Yeah, David Ross, he seems to be everywhere nowadays. Dancing with the Stars, ESPN broadcasting. Being a backup catcher, you know, will get you those perks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one's outside. I actually wonder if Michael McHenry, the backup catcher for the Cardinals, if he's going to leave the game and also join Dancing with the Stars of noted celebrity. And there's a fly ball. That's going to get into the glove, and that'll end the inning. So a line drive to right field, not good enough. And we've played 1 full here in Texas. It's scoreless. Well, that was my mistake. We're going to the bottom of the first. Here's Corey Kluber. As you look at his stats, he's getting close to that 100 inning mark, and he told us before the game that his goal this year is not to get a ton of wins, but he wants to get that innings up. He said if you pitch 220 innings, the results will work themselves out. There's a pitch that's in the dirt but swung at, and it's 0-1. Corey Kluber, a very strong sinker baller, and has been part of this organization now for a few years. Well, yeah, Dad, he signed that big contract after he came over in the trade in 2015. There's a fly ball that will go right into the glove as Carlos Gonzalez tracks that down. Good defense in the outfield tonight. Let's take a look at the lineup brought to you by New Era Cap. Ellsbury, Andrews at the top again. Matt Adams batting third, and then Prince Fielder, who is now being called Jackie Lofgren. Desmond Jennings, the Churros, Steve Justice, some other guy that, you know what, the graphic just left. Here's the pitch. And Elvis Andrews takes a sinker ball in there for a strike. Take a look at the umpiring crew, and nobody cares. And here is the 0-1. And that one's low. Maybe should have been called a strike there. Well, the one thing I could tell you about Elvis Andrews is his defense and his ability to really beat you with his glove. Can hit for a high average when need be, but he's not a guy that's going to go out there and slug a ton or hit a ton. But he's going to be a guy who can hit at the top of the lineup. He's going to draw a ton of pitches, and he's going to make infield singles, and he's going to beat you with his speed. Well, Johnny, that was a very long run-on sentence. And there's one that goes foul. How you enjoying retirement there, Johnny? Well, I guess it could be better. What would be better? Well, I could be doing this broadcast with someone other than you, maybe like David Ross. Yeah, that'd be great for everybody. Here comes Matt Adams. Matt Adams, the former St. Louis Cardinal, will bounce that one in the dirt. Matt Adams just didn't really have a position to play when he was with the Cardinals. Bounced around a little bit, and then finally they struck a deal where they were able to get Paul Goldschmidt, which is funny to think about, that he was utilized, that they got him at the deadline, and then he was utilized to get, and he hits a line drive or a fly ball into center field. That one's going to leave the stadium, and Matt Adams homers for the second night in a row. Well, he just was all over that pitch. That was a hanging curveball that Matt Adams just drilled over the wall. As you can see, manager Billy Who Gives a Fuck clapping in excitement. 438 feet. As you take a look, yep, that was a hanger right down Broadway, and Matt Adams made him pay. And Matt Adams has been hitting the Cardinals very well since leaving the club. There's Prince Fielder. He homered last night as well. Well, the way how it went down last night, you had Fielder who homered in the first inning, and then on his first at-bat, and then Matt Adams homered in his second at-bat. There's a changeup hit foul, or a cutter hit foul. And the one thing that negative about Corey Kluber is he will fall in love with that sinker ball. Where there'll be some times where that'd be the only pitch he throws. His sinker ball, and then he tries to mix it with the curve. But tonight, that curve ball just isn't looking very well as Fielder hits a base hit to right field. Good piece of hitting there by Prince Fielder as he just took the ball, he pulled it from the outside part of the zone. Now, here's Desmond Jennings as he'll step in, and he'll take a first pitch sinker ball for a strike. And like you were saying, Dan, he likes to throw that sinker ball. He falls in love with it. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that one is outside. The 22nd pitch of the inning. And there's a fly ball right into David Freese's glove as he tracks it down, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Rangers do damage off the big long ball by Matt Adams. We've played one full here in Arlington. It's St. Louis 0, Texas 1. Well, leading off the top half of the second inning is Nolan Arenado. Arenado's average is climbing. However, he is hitting 137 against left-handed pitching this year. Here's the pitch. And Nolan raises the old batting average with that base hit, and the off man on. Good piece of hitting there by Nolan Arenado, jumping all over that first pitch. And here comes Carlos Gonzalez. He's hitting 297. And also, they moved him down to the 6 hole like he normally hits. But against left-handers, they moved him down. Here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
And that one's outside. 1-0 the count to Carlos Gonzalez. Gonzalez yesterday worked a 5-pitch walk his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. That fan's a little excited. And no, it should have been called a strike, but to no avail. It'll be 2-0 to Carlos Gonzalez. Hitters count. Well, Carlos Gonzalez loves the 2-0 count because he's going to be sitting on fastball. He got a changeup that got called for a strike, so a good pitch there to fool the hitter. The 2-1 pitch as Arenado gets his lead from first. Here's the pitch. And that one's inside. Ball 3 now, and now it's 3-1. Marcus Van Buren on deck. Carlos Gonzalez, the 3-1 pitch. It's on its way. Runner at first. Here's the pitch. Oh, and Carlos Gonzalez way behind that one. I think that was a protect swing. Surprised you didn't just take it there. It would have been strike 2 regardless. So no harm, no foul. And now the count's full. Here's the pitch. And Carlos Gonzalez spoils that pitch. Good pitcher's pitch there, as he had to go out of the zone to reach that one. And the count's still full. Here's the pitch to Gonzalez. And Carlos Gonzalez hit that one foul. This is turning into a stressful inning for him. For Perez, the pitch. And that's ball 4, so Gonzalez works yet another walk. That'll bring up Marcus Van Buren, hitting .316 since the big call up. And Marcus Van Buren, I spoke to him before the show, and he told me, man, he's happy to be up at the big leagues. Just didn't care in what formality. They talked about maybe he'd be getting some third base time, some first base time. But when you had the injury to Willen Rosario, who now got shipped over to Minnesota, he is happy that the team has faith in him to play every day, and he hits a really long ball, and it just fouled. The 1-1 pitch. It's on its way. Here it is. Inside ball 2. As you see, the Cardinals, they play things by inning. First inning, they get real aggressive. They try to get up to an early lead. Second inning, they're much more patient. These guys at the end of the lineup are more patient. And there's a fly ball. Adams tracking it down. Will make the catch. That's the first out. And the runners do not advance. Here's Alex Dahman as he'll step in, hitting .271, 7 home runs, and 29 driven in. A .281 on base. Well, he's just got to get the on base up a little higher. Here's the pitch. And Dahman lays down a bunt, but it's foul. Well, Dahman, I felt, was trying to show off some speed there and catch the defense sleeping. Here's the 0-1. Down low for a ball. And we'll do it again. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one's outside. It's 2-1. So you're seeing Perez, he's just falling behind. He fell behind all 3 hitters. All 4 hitters. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3. Alexi Ramirez is on deck. 3-1 pitch. Texas leads 1-0. Here's the pitch. And he'll lift a easy fly ball. Runner will just jump off the bag a little bit to see the throw. And maybe next time he'll tag up. Poor throw by Ellsbury. Here's Alexi Ramirez. 2 outs. Well, that was just poor pitch selection on Dahman. You got to swing at your pitch. You shouldn't be swinging at their pitch, especially when the count's in your favor. Swing and a miss. Alexi swings at one in the dirt. And Alexi Ramirez is a guy who's been with the organization, it seems like since the very beginning. Him and Roger Cooley. There's a fly ball into center field, tracked down easily, and that will end the inning. So the Cardinals do nothing after two base runners were aboard on a hit and a walk. We go to the bottom half of the second. Texas leads 1-0. And here's
leading off for the Rangers.
Chineros.
Catcher Robinson
Chirinos. And he'll take a sinker ball for a strike. Like we said earlier, we will see David Ross in the studio in the stop of the 3rd inning. And I hope it's only a half inning, because I don't know if I can handle him after more of a half. Here's the 0-2, and that one's in the dirt. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball caught by Knapp, stabs it, and that's the first out.
Batting 7th, third baseman.
And that'll bring up Steve Justice. When he gets a big hit and he gets on base, he likes to yell, "Justice is served." Here's the pitch.
That pitch is out.
Could you imagine, Johnny, if his name was Justice Judge? Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. He'd be going around saying, like, he could be around serving people his justice and judging them. Yeah, Johnny, that was really creative. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out looking. Justice will not be served in that at-bat. But for Corey Kluber, he felt like he dealt himself some justice. Here's Ozan. I think that's how it's pronounced. And the pitch by Kluber is in there for a strike. Corey Kluber is in love with that sinker ball as he just continues to throw it. Fly ball lifted into right. Dahman makes the catch and the side is retired. So good inning by Kluber. We've played 2 here in Arlington. Can't wait for the 3rd inning. And we're back after the break, and we got ourselves a real special guest. We have David Ross in the studio, and David, glad you could spare your time out of your busy schedule to come join us. Well, you know, I'm just really happy to be here. I'm just a really, really happy guy. Well, why this game? Like, what's special about this? Oh, I just wanted to say before we get going that I wish John Lester a lot of luck this season, and I really hope him and his team do well. Okay, that really doesn't have much to do with my question, but okay. You gonna answer it now? Well,
I remember when, you know, we were playing the World Series and I had this big at-bat. I hit a home run. It wasn't the most important run of the game, but being a team player and all, I was just happy to be the guy that, you know, could help our team win a World Series.
Alright, well, we're happy for you. Your team, whatever. So how's retirement, David?
Well, you know, I like to watch my favorite teams play. I'm a huge Red Sox fan and a Cub fan. And I'm doing some stuff on the side. I'm thinking about getting into commentary. And I'm also thinking about being John Lester's life coach. Lester is struggling right now, and I feel like he needs me to be in his life.
Yeah? But what's a life coach? What does that do?
Well, it's a guy that, you know, keeps positive people around you and makes sure that you just always have positive vibes.
Ball, that pitch is up.
I really hope Mike Trout gets out here. How do you feel about the Cardinals this year?
Well, the one thing I gotta say about that is the Cubs have been struggling a little bit, and I understand that maybe Lester just needs to, you know, be happy.
Well, thank God that interview's over. We're going to the bottom of the third. I can't handle much of him. Rangers lead 1-0. Now, Johnny, I'm glad you're back because I don't know if I could have handled much more than that.
Second baseman.
Well, you didn't like David Ross there?
No, not really. Wasn't my guy as we see a base hit up the middle.
Well, he's such an inspiration.
Johnny, okay, we're gonna stop this right now as we see another base hit. If you're a David Ross fan, that's fine. If you want to idolize a backup catcher that had one hit in his career or hit 100 career home runs, and you know when Albert Pujols did that in like 2 seasons, if you want to worship a guy like that, go ahead and worship him. But while we're announcing my game with my team, we're done talking about David Ross. The fact that we brought him in the booth was a service to him and him himself, and because we have respect for Johnny Peralta, we understand they're friends, and I don't give a fuck about John Lester. Here's Matt Adams. He'll step in and he'll take a first pitch strike.
Well, Dan, sorry I feel that way.
Well, it's not me. It's a lot of fans. Here's the 0-2. And that ball's hitting the seats. The thing about baseball, it's funny. You play for a certain amount of years, and then you retire. When you're retired, you're retired. If you're one of the all-time greats or really good at the game, you do something else in baseball, like you become an announcer or you become an analyst or whatever. If maybe you weren't that good of a player, you get into managing. And David Ross didn't really do any of that. He wasn't a great ball player. There's no reason for him to be on commentary. He doesn't serve anything insightful. He likes to talk about John Lester, and we don't really care about John Lester, so that's the end of this conversation. Let's go to the bottom of the third, or top. We'll go to the top half of the fourth. Rangers lead 1-0. And we're back after 1-0 game. Texas leads. And here's the pitch. Fly ball. This one's deep. Might it have a chance? It's gone. It's. Well, that camera angle fooled me. Holy crap. And why is Nickerson pitching now? I don't understand this. I thought Perez was the pitcher. Okay. Whatever. Here's the pitch by Nolan. And there's a fly ball into center field. Center fielder tracks it down, makes the catch for out number 2. I really thought that ball was gone based off the animation. But the camera angle fools with me. Here's Cargo. The pitch. It's funny that you really look at players' nicknames, like Cargo. There's other players that have that same nickname that have completely different names. Here's a fly ball, and this thing is crushed right into the left fielder. So a quick inning of work by Nickerson as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Rangers lead 1-0. And we're back after the break as Desmond Jennings will step in. Well, yeah, back to that. You talk about Cargo. The name Cargo. You have Carlos Gonzalez, Gomez. So normally, if you have the first name Carlos, say if you're Gomez, Gonzalez, Gorino. You think about that. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one's low. Kluber is trying to attack the bottom of the zone. I think for the most part he's done that. Or back to first. Snap throw, not in time. Man, something I may want to look at. Here's the 1-2. And that one's right over the head. And that's going to be another single. And there'll be runners at first and second. I think with 1 out.
Next for the Rangers.
No outs. Here's Steve Justice. And he'll hit that one foul. How long do you think Kluber lasts in this game there, Johnny? Well, I think it all depends on situations. I think he's got good enough stuff where he can go deep into a game as long as he's getting outs. Now, Johnny, that's, once again, served no insight whatsoever. Double play ball by Justice. Here's Ozan as he'll take a sinker ball. An insurance run is standing 90 feet away, so Kluber trying to pitch out of the jam. The one thing, as long as you keep throwing strikes, you'll usually end up with good results, and he's going to try to score. What is Van Buren doing? He stood there and stared at him, and Jennings scores on the wild pitch. Just stare. I would say that's an E2. Here's the 1-2. And there's a fly ball into center. Trout couldn't get to it. So the wild pitch isn't that big of a deal, as the run would have scored, could have crawled home and scored. So a double. We'll just put that down as a double. Actually, in my book, I'm going to say it's an RBI double.
Second baseman.
Trout was chasing that down, but that just started slicing away from him. And he did almost get there. I'm actually surprised he didn't try to lay out and get that one. Here we go. The pitch to Perella as he'll take a strike. The 0-1. Once again, back in the dirt. Kluber needs to... I don't know. I think maybe he's just getting too much of the strike zone. Is that a possible analysis there, Johnny? Here's a ground ball. Santana. Inning over. It was close. Well, we'll go to the bottom half of the 4th. Rangers now lead 2-0. Leading off is Marcus Van Buren, and the surprising thing is how the Rangers have out-hit the Cardinals 7 hits to 2, and they're up 2-0. The pitch, and Van Buren hits that foul. Well, yeah, the Texas Rangers have put together some pretty solid at-bats, and the one thing they're doing is anytime they get they make contact, they're driving the ball. The pitch, swung on and missed.
they're not getting a lot of, Kluber's not getting a lot of swings and misses. And when he doesn't get his swings and misses, it can become a very long day in the office. Van Buren strikes out, and we'll see Alex Dahman take his hacks. Dahman was 0 for 1. He flew out on a 3-1 pitch with runners on base. And it just wasn't a really good decision to swing at that. Here we go. And try to lay down a bunt there. No avail, and we'll do it again. The pitch. Trying it again. Trying to do a drag bunt. The 0-2 pitch. And on the line, fair ball. Fought that one off and really hit that one right down the line to get that base hit. Good piece of hitting by Dahman, but that was more of a defense swing. And we'll see if Dahman will try to steal second base here. Alexi Ramirez is up with 1 out. Do you steal? Well, he hasn't. The Cardinals just don't run the bases very well in general. So I'd say no. Trust your offense. Your offense has been great all year, and you haven't stole bases all year. So stolen base down by 2 makes no sense here. Slider inside, and it's 2-0 to Alexi. Alexi Ramirez. The pitch. And he hits a fly ball down the line. Playable, and it's caught. Territory for the second out. And we'll see Danny Santana. Santana's hitting .278, and the Cardinals' new leadoff hitter since Dahman got moved down in the order. And that's a slider. Now I feel like it would be a good time to try to steal a base. And that's a ground ball to the second baseman and should end the inning, and it does. Well, the Cardinals get a guy on base but fail to move him anywhere. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Rangers lead 2-0. Pretty good pitching performance so far there by Nickerson and whatever system Ron Washington's squad's doing. Yeah, Ron Washington. I think it's a different manager there, Bob. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into center field. Trout just misjudged it, and that's going to be a double by Ellsbury. Man, oh man. What is going on tonight? Here's Elvis Andrews. The pitch.
Nope, that's down.
And that one's low. That's just a play that Trout has to make. Well, what's been going on is, to be honest, I just can't explain it. Ooh, that would have been great if Knapp caught that one, huh? Here's the 1-2. And Drew knocks it foul. The 1-2 pitch again. Swung on and missed, and Elvis Andrews is down on strikes, 1 away. Runner will stay at second. Here is Matt Adams. The pitch. Adams hits it on the ground, and Knapp will just take first, 2 away. Runner advances to third. And here comes Prince Fielder. The pitch. Inside. And another pitch gets in there for a strike. Kluber is still working extremely fast. And you could imagine they really want to get him through 6. That's kind of the goal. But 5 might be the only time you see him through. So here we go. That'll end the inning. And we have played 5 here in Arlington. We'll go to the top half of the 6th. Texas still leads 2-0. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Mad Dog channel. And David Freese will take his hacks.
Second baseman, David Freese.
The pitch. And that one's outside. Actually. David Freese playing second base now. He's played a little different positions now. His older age. Third base, first base. A ground ball to second. And that should be an easy out. One away. Well, he played some second base, third base, and left field this year for the Cardinals, and occasional first base. So pretty much everywhere outside of shortstop and the other outfield positions. Here's Trout. Trout would like to make up for that error he had out in center field. That error he should have had. He doubled back in the first and struck out in the third. That one's in the dirt, and that's 2-0 to Trout. Knapp is on deck if Trout can get on. He hits that one foul. That's where this team starts off. They need to get Trout on base and Knapp to drive him in for this lineup to be very successful.
Oh, that's out.
3-1. The 3-1 pitch to Mike Trout. And Trout hits this one into left field. The outfielder is chasing it. And it is caught at the wall. Great play. And I think that's Ozan who made... Oh, Ellsbury. Great play by Ellsbury to rob Mike Trout of a home run. Here is Knapp. And the pitch. Oof. Swinging at air there, Knapp. Well, he told me before the game that he's seeing the ball like it's a beach ball right now.
Nope.
Yeah?
Outside.
Okay. Well, yeah, Knapp's been hot over the last few games. He's been driving in key big runs and really laying into pitches. He leads the National League in home runs for a reason. Yeah, he leads the National League in home runs because he hit more home runs than anyone else in the National League.
2-2 now.
Correct there, Johnny. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and Knapp's down on strikes, and the inning is over. Well, we're going to the bottom of the sixth. Texas still leads 2-0. Are you surprised that the Cardinals' bats have been so quiet tonight? Only 3 hits.
Ball one.
Well, yeah, I'm a little surprised. That's very rare. This team typically can at least pounce out some hits. Here's the ground ball to Freese. 1 away.
Now batting. Catcher.
And here's Chirnorris. Chirino steps in. Sinker ball, and that'll go right to David Freese again. Out number 2.
Now batting.
And here's Steve Justice. As he'll step in. For Kluber, it'll be pitch number 70. Ground ball. Foul. Here's the 0-1. Sinker ball in there for a strike. And it looks like Kluber is a lot more sharp than he was in the last few innings. Here's the 0-2 pitch in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2-0 our score. Cardinals have been out hit. I think 7-2. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And he'll foul that one off. Kluber's not a guy that is going to strike you out, so to say, with his blowing a fastball by you. But what he can do is get you to swing over the top of something. Sinker ball, which was right there, and it goes foul. Here's the 2-2. Curveball, and Knapp steps on the bag, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. We go to the bottom of, or top of the 7th now. Cardinals trail 2-0. And we're back after the break. As you can see, the Rangers have out-hit the Cardinals 8-3. That's been kind of the story, is the Cardinals are just not hitting. Here's Nolan Arenado, who has 1 out of the 3 hits tonight. Chris Fountain will come in and pitch the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. And Nolan Arenado pulls this right into the left fielder, and that's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 7.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez, hitting .295. And the pitch to Cargo. And he rips it right into the shift. And that's out number 2. And here's Van Buren. So the Cardinals are down to their last 7 outs. The pitch. Oof. Fooled them. Here's the pitch. And he'll bounce it in front of the pitcher. Throws to first, and that'll end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals again. Good bullpen tonight for the Rangers, as we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Rangers lead 2-0. Let's stretch. Here is Lester Ozan as he doubled back in the 4th inning.
Center fielder, Lester Ozan.
And the new pitcher is Chris Fountain. Fountain is 2-0 with a 2.88 ERA. He's pitched 34 innings. But the thing is, are only hitting 167, and he struck out 43 batters. Here's Ozan, and he'll be facing majority right-handers. He'll face 2 right-handers and a lefty. Chris Fountain has also been told that they want him to stretch out and be more of a long reliever with Jesse Roberts injured. Here's the 2-1. Palm ball, lifted into shallow right. Freeze makes the catch. And that's out number 1.
The batter, second baseman.
Here is Jose Perella as he'll step in. Quick game here tonight. And that's a fastball low, strike 1.
0-1.
Fountain is just pumping in strikes right now. Here's the 0-2. And that's the 1-2. Fountain's working fast. And he struck out Perella, 2 gone. Where there's a little bit of difference in speed between Fountain and Kluber. Fountain has a really good fastball. Kluber has a good sinker ball. But the one secret weapon that Fountain has is that palm ball that he just missed the zone with. A lot of hitters just stare at it. They don't know what to do. There's a fly ball lifted into left. Cargo makes the catch, and the inning is over. So we have played 7 full here in Arlington. Cardinals bats need to wake up. We're going to the 8th. 2-0 Rangers.
Your attention, please.
And here comes Royce McClaus. Miklas. Here's Dahman as he'll step in. Dahman's hitting .273 now. He did single last time he was up, but it was kind of an ugly single. Here's the pitch. And he hit that one pretty good, but right to Matt Adams. Out number 1.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Ramirez. Cardinals are now down to their final 5 outs. 5 outs away. Ground ball, and then make that 4 outs. Here is Danny Santana.
Shortstop, Danny Santana.
Quiet afternoon. And here's the pitch. Santana hits that right to the shortstop Andrews, his counterpart, and the inning is over. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Rangers lead 2-0. Here's Elvis Andrews, and Fountain will pitch the 8th inning as well. He had a real good... Well, they were going to get Lazoo warmed up, but he's only pitched in one appearance, and he'll make his home debut this weekend. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that one's low. 3-1. Puts the ball on the ground. Foul. Well, that was embarrassing. Sorry for the commentary on that. Here's Matt Adams. That ball just hit off the bag. There's nothing you can do about that. But Knapp was diving to his left, expecting the ball to go there. Cecil getting warm in the pen. Here's the pitch, and it was hit and run was on. No avail.
Yep, that ball went out.
Oof. Another close call. Here's the 1-1. The runner is just kind of napping out there. The 1-2. And now the count is 3-1, a good hit and run count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Now do you move the runner on the pitch? I do. Here's the 3-2. Ground ball. Fountain will pick it up, throw to first. Out number 1. Runner advances to second. And the batter will be Jeffy Lofgreen, also known as Prince Fielder. And the pitch is in there for a strike. The 0-1. And Van Buren must have took a couple hits to the head because he went to the wrong base there. Here's the 0-2. Fly ball into right, into left, not in time. The 0-2. Swung and missed, and he struck out in there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1. Strike 2 as they trail this game 2-0. Kelly Felice as he'll try to close it out for the Rangers. And the first assignment he has is against the red-hot hitting David Freese, who has a ton of history against the Texas Rangers back in St. Louis against them in the 2011 World Series. He was down to his final strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled. The internet connection quality is currently not. Whatever. The 0-1. And that one's low. David Freese will have to work the count here to get any results. The pitch. And he'll put it on the ground. Andrews throws him out for the... The pitch. Trout lifts this one into shallow center field, and it drops for a base hit. So the tying run will come to the plate, and the tying run is Justin Knapp. So there's really no one else on this team you want up in this situation other than Knapp. Trout thought he got jammed. And he did. But he's standing at first. Here's Knapp. And he hits that one foul. Off the reservation there. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Changeup fooled him. Here's the 0-2. And he'll hit that one foul. The 0-2 pitch. And he'll foul that one. It was all over that pitch, too. For the Cardinals, that was their 4th hit of the night for Trout. The 0-2. Swung on and hit foul. as Felice is attacking the strike zone and Knapp is battling. It's become quite a battle. Here's the pitch. Outside ball one. So you can waste a couple more here before it starts to get ridiculous. 7th pitch at the at-bat, and it's still 1-2. The pitch. Outside. Trout just goes back to first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Out number 2. Chased the changeup inside it. And there's 2 away, and here's Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Holding the runner on. Surprised there. A little bit. I'm a little bit that they're holding the runner on. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense in my eyes. His run doesn't matter. So you're just giving up too much. You're giving up a chance to Arenado to go the other way. You got to believe that's exactly where Nolan wants to go. Is he's trying to go the other way here because there's a big hole on that side of the infield. Here's the 1-1. That one is foul. And now the Cardinals are down to their last strike. The 1-2. Arenado puts it on the ground. Andrews across the diamond. He is out, and the ball game's over. Rangers win. 2-0. The Cardinals get 4 hits on the afternoon. Nickerson is the winner. And unbelievable performance by the Texas Rangers and their pitching staff to really limit the Cardinals. No game tomorrow. We'll be back Saturday. And I think the Cardinals are playing the... I want to say Giants. I'm not sure. Well, for Mad Dog 2001 channel, I'm Dan Stevens with Johnny Peralta saying goodbye until next time.